Blackburn
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to my channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new movie review. Today we're going to be reviewing
Matrix Resurrections.
Matrix Resurrections. Alright, enough of the corny stuff. Alright. This movie is directed by Lana Wachowski.
Yes, Wachowski.
You might know her from previous movies such as
All the Matrix. She's all the Matrix.
All the Matrix. The Matrix.
Matrix
Wait, time out.
Reloaded.
What are you saying?
Matrix Reloaded.
Yes.
Matrix. All the Matrix.
All of them. Alright, so let's get into these actors and actresses.
Yes.
This movie is starring Keanu Reeves.
John Wick. Nah, that's what I call him now, you know. He didn't change no, we got the hair. He's John Wick now.
Yes, you might know him from previous movies such as John Wick.
Yes.
Also, you might know him from other movies such as...
All the Matrix. No, I can't say that.
No, you can't.
I can't. Oh, okay. He was on
He was on Speed.
Speed, yes. That's what we first saw.
Yes, I think that was his first big
Debut.
Big movie or whatever. That's the first movie I remember him.
Me too.
But yeah. Alright, also starring in this movie we have Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yes.
You might know her from previous movies such as...
All the Matrix. No, she was in All the Matrix.
I'm gonna choke her. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, no.
Alright, yes, he was in the previous Matrixes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, also starring in this movie we have Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared of him now.
You might know him from previous movies such as...
Candyman.
Yes, he was in
Candyman.
Candyman, which...
We did a review on, and
did a
we did
review.
a skit on,
And
and
I
they're
did.
both on YouTube. You should check them out.
Yes, they're
Plugs.
both. Like, what? They're both? What was that?
Because I'm excited about it.
Yes, they are both on there. They do a Candyman skit, so yeah, definitely can check that out.
Yes.
As well
Very
as the,
enjoyable.
what else was he?
Candyman.
Oh yeah, Candyman review. I forgot that
Yeah,
quick.
the review, yeah.
Yeah, so we did a review on that. So Candyman review, Candyman skit, check that
Yeah,
out.
check them out. Both of them. Both of them.
What is wrong with you right now?
Hey.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the plot.
Mm-hmm. So basically, Neo, he trying to live his life, do what he do, trying to be normal and stuff, and yeah, his life is not normal though. He can't be normal, Neo. It's not how it works.
His name is not Neo.
His name is Neo. They don't.
Okay, so I don't know. We might have to do this review a little bit unorthodox.
Yeah.
Because I ain't even gonna lie. I'm going to jump into my likes and dislikes. This mug is confusing.
Super confusing.
It's confusing, and I consider myself someone who has somewhat of a
Matrix
knowledge. So for me, it was confusing.
Yeah.
It was confusing. So, and I think that's what I was trying to tell. I watched it with my niece. Shout out to Janai once again. But I was trying to tell her, like, I have a knowledge on this, so I think when things was going on, it caused me to be a little bit more confused than before. But to try to surmise the plot,
Surmising. Okay.
I'm a choker.
I'm on one today.
Apparently, she's on one.
It's Christmas Eve, Gotta do
It is Christmas Eve. But to surmise the plot, Neo is not Neo. He's back into the Matrix, and he doesn't know that he's in the Matrix. So he's trying to figure out if these he has glimpses of what happened in the previous Matrix. So is it real? Is it not real?
Right.
Is it just dreams in my head? Or whatever. So that's pretty much the plot. And so you're trying to figure out what's going on, what's real, what's not real, what's happening, and just trying to understand. Because when I ain't gonna lie, when I first heard about there's coming out a new Matrix, I was like, for what?
Right.
Why
You know
what I'm saying? So diving right in, it's definitely confusing me. So you got any likes, dislikes, or anything you wanna?
Definitely is confusing. I concur.
Mm-hmm.
I like the nostalgia of it for the Matrix fans. Bringing people back and doing stuff different. Bringing awareness to what happened in the past was great.
Yes, it is a nostalgia bonanza, as I've said before. There are a lot of reminders, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it depends on, and I say I've used this word before, a purist. I don't think I'm necessarily a Matrix purist, and I guess what I mean by that is, some people, when they have an idea of what something is, it has to be that way only. Especially like when books are adapted to movies. If it happened this way in the book, they want it to happen this in the movie. Or they want this character to be one way, that character always has to be that way. So I'm not necessarily so that's what I mean about, right. So I'm not necessarily a purist. So some things change, or some things how they, made it work or what have you. And so one of the things they did, like you said, was doing a lot of, I guess, kind of flashbacks. And so I think that is something that, as a fan of The Matrix, that I did like.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable when it came to that part.
Okay. Any other likes or dislikes?
Oh, I disliked.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like this movie is for people that have seen The Matrix before. Okay. And I feel like what they tried to do is like shove stuff in your face to make you like know, but you don't know. Like Warner Brothers, I don't know what y'all got going on, but y'all really making me mad. Basically.
I think what she's alluding to, or what she's trying to,
it don't make no sense.
I guess similar to Space Jam. So if you've seen our Space Jam review, I think some things that some people had a problem with Space Jam was a lot of
spoon feeding.
No,
not spoon feeding, but
they threw a lot of things in there,
yeah,
and so at some point, some people felt like y'all was doing too much. Like it wasn't even a movie; it was almost like a big commercial.
Right.
And so sometimes people look at these sequels that have been way after the fact. Are you just doing this to get a cash grab? To play on our nostalgic feelings.
Right.
Because the older we get, or a lot of us, back in my day, or I remember when this used to go on, and then, they show it again. A lot of times people get mad when they see it, but like, oh yes, bringing back those memories, So sometimes people wonder, are y'all doing it just so, to play on that feeling, to play on that nostalgic feeling that a lot of us have.
And then when you create a movie, like if Blackburn Enterprises created a movie, within the movie he said, yeah, because Blackburn Enterprises does this. This is what we do. In the movie, right now, in the moment, while watching the movie, I don't like that.
I think she's talking about almost breaking the wall, and so they may have took that and kind of ran with it.
Yeah.
The idea of breaking the wall and what that means, and it's almost like when a movie or a character is speaking to the audience, and so it's like the fourth wall, because there's supposed to be a division between us, that's watching said film, and and the people within the movie, and so when they break that wall and start communicating with us, it's like that's what all that is. So they did do that a couple of times within the movie. So
it's kind of annoying. Yeah.
I don't know if it's annoying. I don't know how I feel about it. I am really ambivalent. I have no idea. Like I don't know. I do like.
I almost feel like y'all don't like. We know, especially people that know Matrix or whatever. Like you don't really have to. I don't like when movies tell you what you already know, or say, "Oh, you're not gonna get it, so let me like spoon feed it to you." You see what I'm doing? I'm doing it. No.
Well, I don't.
How smart or not smart do you think your audience is?
I don't necessarily know if that's a bad thing. I think sometimes I like when they are. I feel like when movies do that, they're being aware. So, like for example, another review we did it on Fast 9.
Yeah.
And so at one point, one of the characters is talking about how they do all these stunts and crazy action sequences, but they never get hurt. Mm-hmm, I feel like that. To me, that was kind of
that's cool though.
I feel like that was a breaking of the fourth wall.
Yeah,
that was them acknowledging like, hey, our characters do crazy stuff and they never get hurt. But,
Deadpool does it really good too. Like,
well, that's different. That's totally different. That's not a good example because that's what Deadpool does. Yeah. He breaks the fourth wall. That's what makes Deadpool.
Yeah.
He talks to
the
you
audience.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That's him. That's
but
what
you need to study him before you try to.
That's not the same thing.
Oh,
you can't compare this to this. That's not it. That ain't it. That ain't this.
Okay.
But yeah, any other dislikes?
I like the action. It was good action. Pretty good action scenes.
don't. There's a train going on. I don't know if y'all
There's an
can
action
hear that.
scene going on there.
It's an action scene going
right,
on
that's
right
what's
now.
happening.
I hope y'all
man.
can't hear that train. Okay. But yeah, it was a lot of dope action. I feel like so they didn't have scenes to
revolutionize.
That word. They did have action that would do that, but
yeah.
They did have different, I guess, action that kind of they had that Matrix feel to you. It was like, ooh, wow, you know.
You're doing that.
And that was the thing with, I think that's one of the things that really I liked about Matrix, and even it came to the point where it was like pop culture, where in other movies they would do the things that they were doing with the Matrix. Just like Matrix, once they shot the type of scenes that they did, it kind of made a big explosion of these type of way to film action scenes. So it didn't necessarily do that in this movie, but it did give you that Matrix feel when they had some of those scenes.
I agree. The last dislike I'm gonna say is the fact that the movie was so long and I still was so confused. Like, you would have thought that y'all would have broke stuff down in a way that made me not be confused. Like this one character, I don't want to spoil it, but this one character, this main character, like, are you this person? Are you that person? I'm confused as to who you are. What are you doing? Are you merging with somebody? I don't know what you're doing. I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
and see, I don't necessarily want you to be a trip.
stuff.
I don't want you to be. And as a viewer, I feel like you have to look at that. I don't want you to be harder on this movie than you are on other movies.
That's true.
Because if that's the case, there's a lot of movies that
still leave you confused. But like even Inception, I mean, you gotta watch
it
a couple times.
Right, exactly. That's the perfect example.
But
the first time
it's not as long either.
Inception isn't short.
Is it?
I'm saying 2 hours 28.
Oh, is it? Oh,
and
wow.
Matrix is probably like pretty much.
But I guess
same.
I'm thinking also this is not a new concept or a new movie either.
Yep, 2 hours and 28. It's the same.
Yeah, but this is not a new
same.
concept or a new movie. This is something you already have background. Well, we already came in with background knowledge of, so it shouldn't have been as confusing to us as it was. I feel like. That's just.
I don't know. I mean,
if you.
Obviously, unless you already had background information on the Matrix beforehand. The first Matrix, you really didn't know all the way what was going on. Well, I don't know. I didn't.
Kind of understanding though. You knew like if you knew what the blue and the red pill meant, and
Did you really? You have to go way back, way back in the day when you was in the hospital looking at Matrix.
I was on one.
Did you know?
I had a baby. So
did you know?
Not really fair.
Did you know what the Matrix was really about? That's what I'm saying.
You knew it was two different. You knew like the basis of it. Though.
Did you though?
I feel like.
I don't think you did.
Did you? I'm pretty sure you knew the basis of it.
I don't think I did. After like I didn't really get. I don't think I really got the Matrix until Matrix 2.
Oh, okay.
Like really understanding the good versus the evil and what exactly it was and what Zion was
the
and
people
what
in the black suits were bad. I knew the people in the black suits were bad. They're bad, okay?
I hope you got that. If you didn't get that,
and I knew Morpheus was good.
Yes. And so just.
But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
So
for a new viewer, oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you brand new,
mine gonna be blown. Like, what in the world is happening?
Yeah, so I guess a recommendation, like I would.
Please watch the.
You definitely gotta watch. Well, yeah.
You gotta watch.
It's probably better if you
at least the first 3. The trilogy.
What do you mean the first? At least the first 3.
Like I don't even know what those are.
If you're referring to the Animatrix, there's the Animatrix.
I don't know. She made some other stuff I seen on the little IMDb, and I don't know what those are though.
That has to do with the Matrix.
I don't know. I have to show it to you.
I don't think you. You're really confused.
No, I am.
But yeah. Let's go ahead and get into the rating, I guess.
Yes. Let's get into the rating. I'm going first. All right.
You always go first.
Oh my gosh.
It's not a new thing.
I'm gonna give The Matrix a C. I'm gonna give it a C. Cause like I said, the nostalgia and the action was cool, but I did not like. I don't know. First of all, I didn't think we needed it at all, and then I think they just tried to make something out of nothing, and I don't understand. Yeah, that's my take on it.
Wow. Okay, I think I am going to go with a C plus.
Okay.
Get that plus in there.
Okay.
Like I said, I love the action. I love how they kind of put so many nuggets in there to kind of wink, at us the people that were watching the movie, and kind of the nostalgic effect, as like you said, to going back to, oh yeah, I remember that in that movie, or I remember that in that movie, or I remember when this person said this, or that person said that, or whatever. Well, that was another thing.
They did that a lot though too.
I guess it was another thing that would probably bring the score down is they have an explanation for some stuff, and you'll be trying to figure out, okay, so what happened to this, or what happened to that, or what happened with this situation or that situation, and I think they use this one big blanket thing to kind of cover that. So when you thought of that, they'd be like, oh, okay, so that took care of that, which was, and I think that was kind of whack. So,
yeah, kind of whack.
It was just like one surefire thing. It's like, what happened to this situation? Oh, it all burnt in the fire. Oh, yeah, okay. But what?
Well, how?
That didn't make any sense.
It's not important.
But yeah, that's it. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So y'all want to go ahead and do us a favor. Definitely hit that thumbs up button. It definitely helps out the channel.
Yes.
And it helps more people to see our videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate that. And we're on our way to 1K. So go ahead and do that if you're not a member yet, and subscribe.
Yes.
And if you want to do us one more thing while you're hitting buttons, you hit that other button. Hit that bell.
Yeah.
So button looks like a bell every time.
That's right.
Is that the sound
it's gonna make when you hit it.
Is that the sound
it's gonna make the notification sound so you'll know.
Yeah, so every time we drop a video, you get a notification.
See? It might ding on somebody's phone. I don't know.
Alright, if you want to do us one more favor before I choke her, go ahead and comment down below.
And we were kind of talking about this when we were talking briefly about the movie.
Briefly.
Would you take the red pill or the blue pill? Did you decide to stay in the Matrix or free your mind?
Who is this guy right now?
I turned into Morpheus. Oh, okay.
That's
what happens. You want to out. Look.
Apparently.
It's my power she didn't know I had,
All right.
I used my mind to move it. I curved the spoon right there.
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon.
We appreciate every single one of you, and I guess we'll holler at you.
Peace.